I want to talk about the Europa League very, very quickly, and then I want to get into this Sir Jim Radcliffe stuff, because I won't be very long on the Europa League. But I saw something this morning when I was having my cup of coffee and I was going through all the news like I do, and some supercomputer has come up with a percentage chance of Manchester United winning the Europa League. Now I don't know about all. Oh, did you see that? We're all doomed. We're all doomed. You know what? We're all doomed, aren't we? I don't want to do that type of video, but I saw this clip today of an AI robot that basically can be your wife or your husband. And look, people say it's not that realistic, but 8 pints in when I was 18, probably pulled worse. Yeah, the skin looks a little bit rubbery, but you know, it's still better than some. But look, what I'm saying is, who knows what the future holds, and I don't really have a lot of ideas, but computers are coming for your jobs, for your wives and your husbands, and so God knows where this computer has generated our percentage for the Europa League, but apparently we're second. We've got the second best chance of winning the Europa League. I think Lazio and Spurs are third and fourth, but Athletic Club. Hello everybody, today's clip is supported by Sleeper. Before we dive in, let me tell you a bit more about Sleeper. This app is making serious waves. It was the #1 downloaded sports app in the US during the NFL season, even beating heavyweights such as ESPN and Yahoo. Sleeper isn't just popular, it's because they truly deliver the best fantasy experience. You get deeper customization, more league options, and all the bells and whistles that make managing your fantasy team a blast. But that's not all. Sleeper is growing a fantastic community with several million people using it daily for their sports fix. Sleeper has a broad appeal and is genuinely built for everyone. So, if you're looking to up your fantasy game, make sure to check out Sleeper by clicking the link in the video description. Trust me, you won't regret it. Or as I used to call them, Athletic. Why are they called Athletic Club now? I still call them Athletic Bilbao. I don't know why they're called Athletic Club. I mean, I don't want to be offensive, so I call them Athletic Club, but I always call them Athletic Bilbao. They are the favourites to win it. Not by a huge amount. I think Man United have a 21% chance of winning it, and they have a 26% chance of winning it. We would play them in the semi-final if we get through Lyon. But I don't want to ruin anybody's international break because I enjoy these 8 o'clock shows in the international break. But it's probably the sort of, some people would make a whole video out of this, waste of time. I thought we'd just do it in a couple of minutes. But the Premier League is over for Man United. I don't want to depress people any further, but as I said, 59 points is our worst ever Premier League total. And we are 22 points behind that with 29 to play for. So the Premier League is beyond bad. It's catastrophically, historically, a shambles. So it's gone. It's completely and utterly gone. But Portugal have just scored by, Bruno's got an assist from a corner, by the way. So it's gone. It's completely and utterly terrible. The Europa League is what has kept our season alive. We saw it against Sociedad, of course. And I think that we have to get a little bit realistic, right? Athletic Club are the favourites. They have lost 4 games this season in La Liga, the same amount as Real Madrid. They have conceded less goals than Real Madrid and Barcelona, and they've scored the same amount of goals as Atletico Madrid. They are 4th in La Liga with 52 points. They are 8 points ahead of Villarreal in 5th. They are 4 points behind Atletico Madrid in 3rd, and they are 8 points off Real Madrid and Barcelona. They are having a seriously good season, and they are a problem. So I'm not here to sort of dwell on it any longer than that, but we have got a ridiculously difficult game if we can get through Lyon. And of course, they've got Williams on both wings. They've got Simon in goal. They've got some really good players, and they're having a bloody good season. So I just wanted to drop it in there because there is this hope and some belief that we can win the Europa League. But let's not forget, they're a very good team, Athletic Club, and they await us in the semi-final, realistically. And also, talk about legacy and everything else, the Europa League final is in Bilbao as well. So, yeah, it's going to be very hard. And Headliner says, party pooper, hey, look, I said we're going to win it in January, so I'm doomed. I am absolutely doomed. I'm in that position where if we don't win it, it's my fault. Like, you know how big knobheads are on social media. It will be my fault. They'll have the clips ready already. Like, even if Harry Maguire scores a hat-trick of own goals and we lose 3-0, it will still be my fault for saying we were going to win it in January. So I've just got to accept that. It is my fault. But I'm saying that we're going to win it. Because if I don't say that, what's the point? Like, that's what the season rests on. But I did just want to say, Athletic Club look very, very, very good. And there is a point to what I'm saying here. Do you believe we'll be in for Osman? 72% of you say no. I want to do this as a poll as well. Do you think we'll win the Europa League? Because my stance on it is we've had a couple of good results against Leicester and Sociedad, but Leicester are, can I just say it, crap, and Sociedad did go down to 10 men. So I do think that there is a conversation to be had that we might not be as good as we need to be. But I agree with Reagan that we have to win. We have to do this. Good question. What happens if we don't win the Europa League? I mean, it's an £80 million swing. That's all I can say. It's an £80 million swing. It's a factual £80 million swing. There are other ramifications as well. Even if you've got money to spend, you're going to players and saying, it's not that we're not in the Champions League. We're not even in the Europa League. Now, we have been able to go to people in the past and say, we're not in the Champions League, but we're in the Europa League, which we intend to win, and we will be back in the Champions League within a year. Remember, we did that with Paul Pogba, didn't we, with Mourinho? Mourinho won us the Europa League and got us back into the Champions League in year one, and we bought people like Pogba, Zlatan on that promise. I don't know that you could go to a Victor Osimhen in the summer and say, we've agreed a term with Napoli, come to Man United, and then he goes, you're not in Europe at all, and I don't believe you'll be in Europe next year. And I think that would be a valid point. I think if I was Victor Osimhen or Victor Gyökeres and we weren't in Europe, I would be saying, I don't believe you're going to be in Europe next year. I don't think you're going to get top 5. And it might not even be top 5. It might be top 4. I don't think you're going to do it. And I think that becomes a problem. So, look, honestly, if we're not in the Champions League, which means we haven't won the Europa League, I don't think anybody can really understand. It's scary to think what we could be. And I still think that there are United fans out there that are not comprehending and the severity of the situation. But I genuinely do think that what nobody can argue with, it's not speculation, is if we don't win the Europa League, there is an £80 million hole in, well, is it more? Is it not more? I'm trying to figure it out. Well, it may be £80 million of earnings gone. Goldbridge, that's the end of the clip. I'm sure you enjoyed it. In fact, I bet that's the best clip you've ever watched. So there's no reason not to subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon so you never miss a clip again. In fact, smash a like on the video because we all know only legends like videos and you are all legends. So please smash a like on the video and we will see you again on the next one. Thank you very much for watching as always.